Here we create a simple GUI-based desktop application using NetBeans with MySQL Server as the backend. So in MySQL Server, the table or the database that we'll be using will be sample, and the tables that we'll be looking into that will be the student tables. So initially what I do, I remove all the entries from the table by using truncate. Okay, now if I display the contents of this table, it will be the empty. So now this table, a students table, consists of few fields: SID, SName, branch, gender, and address. Going with the NetBeans. So first we create a completely new project. To create the new project, click on File, select New Project. From categories, select Java with and Projects Java Application. Click on Next. Give the name of the project as Student Management System and click on Finish. Okay, so this is your project explorer. So you have right now only one file, that is student management system.java. To this file we'll add one MDA form. So click on New and directly add MDA form over here. Let us give the name to this as main page and let us click on Finish. So this is how your MDA form looks. So what I do, I give some size or resize this. You can hard code it. Take it off something this size. Okay, so now if we execute this MDA form, it will be of this type. Okay, but we want this to be the starting page. So right click on this project, along the categories go for run and change the main class. Now main class, make it the main page, so that when you execute this project, directly your MDA form will be loaded. Okay, now what we want, we will just rename these menus. These are by default menus provided by the MDA form. We'll rename this file menu as student, and also we'll rename this two menus, open and save, as add new student and update the student, because objective of this is to look into how we are going to add a new record in the table and also how we are going to update the same. So to rename it, you can just go with the text. So I write down the text as student. Okay, for open I rename it as add new student, and to save I rename this as update new update student. Alright, also at the same time we'll rename these menus also. So let it be menu add, and second menu update, menu update. Okay, now when we click on add new student, the new form should be loaded, in which we'll be adding the details, and those details should get saved in this table. All right, so now let us first create that new page or new form. That form will be of type J internal frame. So right click on this student management system project and click on new, and directly from here you can select J internal frame form. In the case this is not visible, then you can select the others, and from categories select swing GUI form. So here you will get the same J internal frame form. Alright, select that and click on next, give the name. So let's consider I'm giving name as add new student, or let it be, instead of saying add new student, let it be student registration, and click on Finish. So this is the form. Now what we want, basically the moment we click on this new student, so let me execute this first so that will be more clear. Okay, so the moment we click on this add new student, then what should happen, this form should get visible over here or loaded over here. Now to do that, what we require, in this MDA form we need to add one container, and that container is nothing but your desktop pane. So that desktop pane you will get in palette under swing containers, and just check upon what should be the area that should be covered within that. Okay, So let me say let this be the area within which that form should be visible. What I do over here, let me give some color so it will be visible. Okay. And I rename this desktop pane as desktop. Okay. Now on add command, what I do, we create the object of student registration form. So student registration, let it be rs equal to new student registration. Then we'll add that to the desktop menu. So desktop pane dot add rs, and finally rs dot set visible true. That's it. So these are things required to load that internal frame in your MDM. So here you are getting, this is your student registration form. Now we will create the design for this student registration form. So I stop this application. Okay, going to this student registration form. Alright, in student registration form, let us add first components and then we'll go with the code. So first let me have one panel. In this panel I will add the details. Okay, so first let us add some labels. First label to enter student name, enter student name. Okay, then second label will say select gender. Then next let it be select branch, and then for the address field we'll use okay, again label is required. Over here we'll say enter address. Alright, now corresponding fields for this to enter name, we require the text field. So select text field, add it over here, give some space. I think this width is sufficient. Then for gender we require the drop down list, that is the combo box. So I rename this as CMB gender. Okay, for branch, again because we are saying select branch, so again it's going to be a drop down list. I rename this as CMB branch. And finally address, for that I will use address field. Okay, let me resize this panel. So rename this as not edit text, it's edit variable. So txt address. Okay, one field I missed, that is to rename this text field to add name. So I name it as txt name. Okay, at the same time we will remove the entries what are written over there, so just remove that text. Okay, now for gender we require we'll add a male female. So right click on that, go to properties, and from here you need to go for the models. Okay, in the models we'll remove this and let us add gender as male, then female, and let's consider one more, female. Alright, so these are the models for gender. And for branch, again you change to we need to change the models. So let us say branch as BTech AE, BTech CE, BTech CSE, and let's say BTech ME. So these are the branches. Now after that we'll add two buttons, one to save and second to exit. So I'll add one button, I will edit the text as save, and I'll change that name as btn save. Initially we will set this button disabled. Okay, so you can go in properties, and here you can select enabled. you can set enability equal to false. One second over here. Yeah, enabled, make it false, so this won't be enabled. And then you add another button to exit in the case if you do not want to continue with this form. So first you change the text as exit and then change variable name, so btn exit. Along this details, let us say we want to add the image of the student also. Okay, so to add the photo, what we'll do, adding the photo is nothing but we don't have directly concept of image over here, so we will take the label and okay, again what I do, instead of adding directly over here, I will add one Now before we add the record, a new record in the database, first we need to get the active connection with the database. Now to get the active connection with the database, what we'll do, we'll create one new class file. Let's consider the name of that class file is dbconnect. Alright, now in this file we'll add one function named getConnect, and this function will be returning an object of type connection. So it should be of type public connection getConnect. Now it's giving an error because we need to import that package. So import this connection package, or else what we'll do, we'll import all packages. So import java.sql.asterisk. Okay, so we are creating a function getConnect which will returning an object of type connection. So we'll create one global object named con, and initially we'll set it to null, and this function will be returning an object of type con, return con. Now we need to initialize the connection. So connection is initialized by using driver manager dot get connection, and this connection requires three parameters, three strings. First, URL, username and password. So we'll put this username, URL and password in separate strings. So string URL, so let it be initially empty, then string user, so user by default it's root, and then string password. And our password which I kept over here is default 12, not default, is the simplest 1234, and it's given an error because it has to be in try catch block, or we need to throw this SQL exception. I will use try catch block. Alright, so that's it. But as far as URL is concerned, as we are using MySQL server, and the connector is MySQL connector Java 8.0.11. Alright, the URL, it goes like this. For if your backend is MySQL server, then your connector will become, not connector, your URL will become jdbc :mysql :2 local host followed by the port number :3306 /sample. Now along with this, you need to set two more properties. One, auto reconnect equal to true, and you need to set SSL to be false. So use SSL equal to false. So with this, our connection is active. Now okay, why there's an error? Add return statement. Okay, definitely its function is returning it declared as public connection, so it has to return an object of connection. So after this, okay, let's remove return con from here, and we declare it over here. Okay, now as far as your registration form is concerned, what's happening, the moment we click on upload, your file is getting saved as abc.java. okay, so not java, abc.jpg. this is a file into consideration. But what happens, instead of getting uploaded with the same name, the file while you're uploading, it should get renamed with your some unique ID. And as far as a student table is concerned, unique ID is student ID SID. So what I do, we already removed the content of this table, but still will retruncate it once again. So right now the table is completely empty. So if I'm uploading, if I'm adding the record for the first time, okay, at that instant there are no records, and that means it's the first record which we are adding. So in that case, my the file, or whatever the file image we are getting, will be uploading it, that should get saved as in the form of 1.jpg. Alright, so 1 is acting as a student ID over here. Similarly, if there are 10 records and you are trying to upload or add the new record, so new record is going to be 11th record, so your file should get saved in the form of 11.jpg. okay, now to get how many records are there, we can use one SQL query, something like this: select count on SID, because SID is the primary key. From table name is students. So with this we'll get the count is 0. Now in order to fire this query and get the count, so that our next record will be added at count plus 1, what we'll do, we will add one function in class db connect. Alright, so let's add one function public. Okay, this function should gonna return one value, integer value, so int get count. Alright, and let's consider we declare that count in one variable called total, and we'll set this total equal to 0. Okay, and definitely this total should be returned. Initially it will return 0 only because there are no records, but it should return the new file will be nothing but total plus 1. Okay, so coming back over here, so instead of saving this file as image as abc.jpg, it should be saved as whatever the total number of we are getting the record, okay, dot jpg. Now to get the total number of records, we need to call upon this function get count. Okay, and in order to call upon this get count, we need to create the object of class db connect. All right, so in this file, in the file student registration, we'll create one global object of type db connect. db equal to new db connect. So we are creating an initializing object at the same time, and also we'll have one global variable s total. Okay, so now while calling this or saving this file as sid, which is equal to abc, instead of abc, what we'll do, we'll write s total equal to db dot get count. So from there we'll get the count, and then that count that is stored in variable s total, we'll convert that s total to string by using string dot value of, and then string variable its total. So that's how it will get converted to string. Okay, now coming back to it, how to get the total count, or how to execute this query, select count on sid. Now to execute this, we require two things. First, we require the active connection. That active connection will get by calling upon this method get connect. And second, we need to execute that query. We'll create one object of type statement. Okay, so it goes like this. So first we will create an object of type statement st, and then object of type connection cn. Alright, now everything in try catch block, because we may get an error, or else this will tell you this, in the sense, NetBeans will tell you to add upon the exceptions whenever required. Alright, so first initialize object con is equal to db dot, not db, you are calling the same class of get connect. Alright, so let me say like this, even if I remove this, it will work directly. Cn equal to get connect. Alright, then st equal to cn dot create statement, and finally we are gonna to execute that statement, execute the statement that st equal to st dot execute query. So this query is gonna to return the record set. Okay, so we require an object of type record set. So record set is nothing but result set rs equal to st dot execute query, and then the string, and the query is nothing but our SQL query. So we'll create one string variable str. In this will pass upon your SQL query, and your SQL query is same. I just copy from here and add it over here. That's it. Again, now it's showing an error because everything should be in. It's saying throws SQL exception. Similarly over here it will say throws this one. So okay, either you can multiple try catch blocks. Okay, that it worked. So again, it's showing an error that it may be related to return statement. So we just cut this and we paste it after try. That's it. Return total plus 1, and in total, okay, in total I declare it just outside place before try. Alright, now let's check with this. This is a file, or this is a folder in which we are uploading your images, and now let's execute this. So if we try to execute, add new student, browse, downloads, over here 1, and if I try to upload it, okay, now it's getting, okay, image uploaded, and it's getting saved in the form of 1.jpg. But at the same time, what should happen? Now the moment we upload it, okay, now this button which is saved, which right now it is disabled, it should be enabled, so that when we enter these details, the moment we click on save, the record should get added. Alright, so now what we'll do, we'll add one small bit of code, one line of code over here in button. After image uploaded, we'll just write one statement, btn save dot set enable true. Okay, with that, button will become enabled. Now once button becomes enabled, that means over here, if we uploading a particular file, alright, s1, and upload, okay, what's happening? This button is getting enabled. Alright, now after this, we'll say enter the details, and then we'll click on save. Once we click on save, our data or that of whatever records, whatever the details were added over here, it should get added in the table named student. So right now student table is empty. Now to do this, we come back to the code again. Okay, now we go in save button. Alright, now what the data we require? We require name, gender, branch, and address. So for that, we'll declare those many variables initially. So those variables will be local variables. So string sname. Now that sname will be nothing but txt name dot get text dot string. Alright, similarly string for address, adr equal to txt address dot get text dot string. Similarly for gender, string gen equal to cmb gender dot get selected item, it's object, so dot to string. Similarly string after gender, it's branch equal to cmb branch dot get selected item dot to string. Alright, now our SQL query will be of this time. Insert into, okay, let me write over here. Our column names are sname, branch, gender, and address. ID is auto increment. Alright, so a query of the type insert into students, column name sname, comma branch, comma gender, comma address. Alright, and then values, and those values are nothing but whatever the values we have written in these fields. Alright, so let me copy this. So So this is the SQL query. So I'll take it in one particular string str equal to, alright. But now over here we'll use the concept of query builder. So how many parameters we are passing? We are passing 4 parameters: s name, branch, gender, and address. So put 4 question mark, one first parameter, second parameter, third parameter, and now the last parameter. Alright. However, while we are performing insert updation, when we are going to execute insert statement, it's better to use the statement of type prepared statement. So prepared statement st. Alright, again you require active connection, so you require the object of type connection, let it be cn. Now first get the connection, cn equal to db dot get connect, because db we have created a global object. Alright, then initialize the statement st equal to con dot, not con, cn dot prepare. Oh, some mistake what happening over here, imports. Okay, so we'll import one global package, import java dot sql dot asterisk. So with that all errors will be sorted out. So cn dot prepare call, and prepare call is nothing but your SQL not prepare call, prepare statement. Prepare statement is nothing but your SQL statement, whatever you are gonna do SQL query over here. Finally, now you pass on the parameters. Parameters is st dot set string. First parameter is, so one is nothing but the sequence. These are the same, 1 2. First sequence is name. We are storing it in variable s name. Alright, then st dot set string. Okay, second sequence is of branch, so 2. Add 2 branch we have saved it in variable branch, so copy that and paste over here. Alright, now third st dot set string. So third parameter is related to gender. We have saved it in variable gen, so passes as third parameter. It's showing errors because everything should be in try catch block. It's showing, oh yeah, look, must be declared or shown, something like this. So we'll put everything in try catch block, not an issue. So let's first pass the parameter st dot set. Now last set string, the fourth one is related to address. For address we have used addr. That's it. So once you pass all the parameters, your query is completely filled. Now you have to execute the statement. And now to execute insert, update, and delete statement, we have st dot execute update. Okay, now this execute update, it's returning a value of type integer. So what we'll do, execute update, it's returning a value of type integer, so we'll just declare one variable int I equal to st dot execute update. But again, this has to be completely in multiple try catch blocks. So it's saying surround with block, try catch block, so everything will come in try catch block. Okay, accept it. But again, this is not the proper way. Why? Because there is no verification. Let's check what you mean by no verification. What I do over here, first let us say we retruncate, so nothing is there in the table. As far as this field is concerned, I remove, or this folder is concerned, I remove 1.jpg. and now let's execute this. Over here, adding a new record. So first let us browse. Let's consider s1. Here I give Sam, male, I keep everything over here. Let's consider, let's Mumbai. I upload the file. So if image got uploaded, alright. Now if I click on save, okay, so data is getting saved or not. We have to just cross check over here if any error. no error reported. But now let's execute this statement. Okay, so record is added, but this is not the way. There has to be some pop-ups, something that will show that the new record has been added or something. Okay, now to get that pop-up, let me close this first. Now to get that pop-up, we use J option pane. Okay, so it should be the confirmation whether the data should be saved or not. All right, and at the same time we have to verify also that data whether there is some mistake or not. So what we'll do, I will take all this name, address, gender, branch, everything in one proper one string. So let's consider string something as test equal to, let's consider name given in, will use string concatenation s name plus backslash n address given in ADR, then backslash n, after address it is gender given in variable gen plus backslash n branch. Branch is given in variable branch itself. All right, finally we'll say test equal to test plus backslash n kindly verify to save, or something like this, click OK to save. Okay, this thing should be there in the pop-up. Now to get that pop-up we use J option pane, but it's a confirmation dialog. So J option pane dot show confirmation. Okay, now confirmation dialog, here first root pane you can get its name null. What message you want to verify is the test. Okay, what string you want at the title, let it be something verification. Finally, last thing that is related to how you want to be, whether you want to display over there yes, no, or okay, cancel. So for that we have J option pane dot something like this. Here if you are saying okay, cancel, so okay, cancel option, what we are written here is click okay to save. So we'll go with okay option instead of okay option. There are other options also, something like this. If you look into here we are having yes, no option. Okay, so either yes, no, or okay, cancel. So we'll go with okay, cancel option. So click okay to save we have written over there, so we'll say okay, cancel option. But anyways, this is returning some value, so we have to take in some variable int, let's just say it's k, int k equal to this part. Now here we will go like this, if k equal to that means double equal to J option pane dot okay option. If this is the case, then you execute this statement, then give the pop-up that your record has been saved. That pop-up is again nothing but by using J option pane, but it's show message dialog. Okay, component with null. Here we can say your a new record successfully added. Okay, again after getting this message, student should know the registration number, and that registration number we have saved it in variable s total. So what we'll do, once we display this message new record successfully added, we'll display the registration number also. So registration number is that in J option s total. So we can give a message over here, J option pane. Okay, we take that in another way, test equal to kindly note your registration number. Registration number is taken in S total. S total. Okay, so we use like the option pane dot show message dialog, same the way we are written up. Component, let it be null, and here let it say test. Okay, now let's go through this once again. So let's save this. As far as this file is concerned, right now you are having only one record. Okay, so now if we execute this, adding a new record, new student, let's consider name of new student as Samuel. Alright, is in civil and he is from Mira. Let's check the photo here. Let's consider S2 is the name of the student. We are uploading it, image uploaded. Let's cross check the image. Image not uploaded, some error. Image is not getting saved. Student added. Okay, that's the first. I think we had removed that details. Yeah, so that was the first record. Was it the first record? Let's see. Oh, here is the error. After fetching that record, we are not updating this value of this total. That total will be something like this, while rs.next, here we'll say the total is equal to nothing but whatever we are getting from this rs.getInt. Okay, getInt, and it is the first field itself, so SID. Now it's proper. Let's execute this once again. Okay, what I do, let me remove everything. Okay, let ABC be there. Let me remove this. As far as table is concerned, I will truncate this table. Okay, so everything gets added freshly, and now let's execute. So I'm adding a new file. Okay, so let it be S1 Samuel Mail Aerospace. Let it from Mira. I upload this file and I save it. So Samuel Mira Mail Aerospace, click OK to save. Verification, yes. So new record added successfully and file get closed. Okay, kindly note registration number 1. Okay, that's it. So let's check the table. Okay, 1 was there itself. Now let's add the new record. So add the new record. Let it be Jack Mail CSC. Let it be name by, and let me have the image over here as Jack. I upload that file. Yes, I got the new file over here. Alright, and then I save the data. Okay, that's it. And now if I look into the table, we are getting both Jack as well as Samuel. So that's how basically we add the new record to the database by using NetBeans and the backend server as nothing but your MySQL server. So that's it. In the case you are liked, kindly hit like and subscribe. Thank you.